All right, folks, welcome back. So I've completed the revamping of the Market Maker series and made it as concise as possible. So that is something else you can take a look at this weekend on YouTube. It's 5 parts. I kind of incorporated what we've been expecting this week so that way I could kind of share visibility with the public without giving them all the details and the bells and whistles behind it all. But from my YouTube perspective and the content that's taught there, it was enough to illustrate and try to inspire those individuals that can't make it here. All right, so the dollar index is our daily chart. We traded down below this low here on a closing basis. Sets the stage for a bearish market move. Relative equal lows with a low resistance liquidity run signature. Trade through that into the order block. Volume imbalance, sell side liquidity pool, relative equal lows. That's the next downside should we continue. We had a nice little retracement intraday on Friday today, so we'll see if we're going to resume going lower in coming week. Hourly chart sells off. Fair value gap in here. Bulk of the volume is seen with the bodies here, and then we have the FOMC run above, washing out anyone that's short and breaks lower. In here, I want to see if this breaker gives up the goods number. If it trades through that and goes below this low, then we'll be definitely looking for those daily chart discount arrays I outlined. For instance, the volume imbalance. But this could act as a short-term support. Send this back up into mitigation area up in here. 15-minute time frame, mud. Nothing terribly exciting here. It's lots of little short-term trades in here. It's set up shorts for British pound, as we'll outline. That's a TGIF trade. Euro dollar daily chart. Yeah, this one, like I said, it's summer months. It's being really manipulated, heavily manipulated, held in consolidation. I haven't really given up hope on which I don't have over here. I apologize, but the relative equal lows over here. I think that they're going to probably get swept. Maybe, as we get into August, it'll make its way down there. But I'd like to see dollar kind of like consolidate and allow euro dollar to trade down on some aggressive price move. Because if they're going to be doing some tomfoolery like they're doing like this, holding in consolidation, all this range in here, real hard to trade euro in this situation. Like, not for scalping, but like for swing trading and such. It's real difficult to operate in something like that. You want to have a little bit more cleaner price action, and we've had that in cable. So here is the hourly chart on euro. Lots of liquidity resting below here. I'm surprised that they didn't sweep through that, at least one candle, or at least take the FOMC candle down into that. That would have made more sense. But this one here has me perplexed. So that's why we haven't been touching on euro so much. Which brings us to the darling of our commentary, the British pound versus US dollar. All right, so we've taken out the sell side liquidity pool here. We accumulated, I taught this in the YouTube channel, so this is going to be complemented with what I taught in those 5 videos on YouTube. Weekly buy side liquidity pool and the rejection block here. And I'm going to zoom in on this in a moment, talk about that, because that's our consequent encroachment of the gap on this wick. We traded up through it and then completely gave up the ghost after taking that. So we're going to see what we see in regards to continuation or altogether rejection on this area up here. If we do rally more, Keep your focus right there. All right, here's that consequent correction on that candle here. So we went right up into that. Perfect to the pip there. You can test that on your own data. The way you test this is you put your Fibonacci on the close and drag it up to the high and toggle the 50% level on your fib, and you'll see that it is 139.82 and 1 pipette, and it hammers it perfectly there. And then it goes to 139.82 and 2 pipettes on this, and it creates the high today on the Friday. So with that in mind, right here, you can see it's beautifully traded to there and rejected, but Thursday's high was right on the money on that consequent correction of the wick. That didn't make its way into YouTube, by the way. All right, but without that even being mentioned, we obviously have the 139 institutional 80 level. Real nice delivery here off of FOMC, consolidated below the target we were looking to sweep, and then repriced higher. And this is the rejection block on that daily candle. All right, so here we have the change in the state of delivery. I meant to put this in the other day, but I completely forgot to add the slide, so I apologize. But we have nice buy side and bounce outside of efficiency. Change in the state of delivery is on the open of this candle. So you anchor it there, draw it up to your highest high in here. You can see how in FOMC we came down. And then once more here. This was also supportive to why I was willing to take the long in here. 15-minute time frame. Okay, you can see the entry candle down here. I'm just repeating this because I listened to my playback on the YouTube video and I misquoted my entry price. I said 138.65 and 2 pipettes. It was 65 and 3 pipettes. So for the sake of correcting myself with you all and showing you where it really was, this is the entry candle and it was at that price right there. And the first partial is right here. The second partial is here. Third partial is here. And the final limit order balance taken off here. Okay, and then consolidating up to our other objectives. So a real nice little one shot, one kill type scenario, and you saw what I did on between the two, not a bad little week. Ultimately, we have TGIF Friday set up, and we'll go over that now. Friday's trading midnight. Judas swing runs Thursday's high. We'll take a closer look at that when we drop in a lower time frame. Optimal trade entry in here. Beautiful delivery. Sends it lower back into the original objective we were looking for, which is that weekly high, where the buy side liquidity was resting over here before it ran through it. And we return right back to that same premium array, but now it becomes a discount array. In the 5-minute chart, you can see we've had price rally up after sweeping Thursday's high here. So we have the sweep breakdown. This is the short-term low right here. Runs right back up into the bearish order block there. Last up close candle. Then it trades lower again, consolidates, and nice displacement on the downside. We have the 15-minute time frame bearish order block, which is these two consecutive up close candles on the 5-minute chart. And then the order block here on the 5-minute chart hits it. So we have optimal trade entry inside of New York. Heavy distribution back to the old weekly highs. Swing trade model using the fib anchor to the body, highest body, lowest body. One standard deviation brings it at 138.90 and 8 pipettes. Hammers it perfectly, and a little bit of a sweeping below it later on in the late New York session, then back to that old weekly high. So not bad, not bad at all for a week in the summertime where it's just really fickle and just doesn't really want to perform all too well. And we're really seeing that in Eurodollar. So I'm going to keep it close to the vest this week. I don't know really if dollar's going to continue lower, but I'm going to suggest that we're going to start the week looking for that. And we'll see if the currencies want to stage another rally, British pound and euro. I'd like to see euro start to press down into that relative equal lows on its daily chart like cable has done, but we'll see what we get. I gave you a lot of content this week, and the folks over on YouTube got a lot of stuff too, so I'm going to enjoy my rest this weekend. I'm not going to be doing any emails. I'm going to try to stay off of the internet altogether and try to rest. So hopefully you've got some meat and potatoes this week, and I'll catch up with you by way of our Monday commentary. For those of you that are in the 2021 group that have accelerated your payments, some of you are getting overzealous and sending me one-time payment. I stated very clearly we don't do that. And if you do that, we charge you $10 plus $30. Okay, I know it's $10 every monthly payment that you added as a lump payment, because we have to refund all that money because it's been done improperly. Each month's payment has to have the payment note, and it has to be the proper payment note. Otherwise, it'll be refunded, and you'll owe me $10 for the administrative fee, because PayPal takes their cut that they remove on my side, the service fee I pay. They give you all of your money back, but I lose mine, okay? Because over the years, I have refunded lots and lots of payments because of improper payment notes. The payments end up getting remade, but I've lost a lot of money in the last year or so because PayPal switched up on me and said, look, we're no longer going to refund your payment. The buyer will get their cut back, but I'm sure I'm hurting them because there's so many of you making payments, and if you make them improperly, they have to eat some kind of cost too. So I guess to mitigate that and try to push it on me to correct it and maybe not do so many refunds, they've done this. So the long story short is you have to make the payments as I gave you the instructions for each individual month. And I'd appreciate it if you'd waited until you had proof that you received it, because some of you just went like, and you didn't even get the other content yet. So that's technically not truthful when you say you received it. So be honest. Pay it like I'm asking you to do. We'll process it in the order we received it. And if not, if you do it wrong, you try to send me a lump payment, it will be refunded. And if you do like month 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's $60 extra that you're going to have to pay. And if you added the charter member payment, that's a $30 administrative fee. So that's $90 more you'd end up paying because you didn't listen. So I don't want to get extra money. I don't want that. The only thing you're going to be doing is reimbursing me for your error, because I have to have records that you received and you were satisfied with the content that you purchased. That's the whole point of these things. But long story short, the charter members that are paid up to that point for 2021, you will find that on Sunday, the charter member area will be open to you. Okay, so that way you'll be able to post on the forum with the group and be able to exchange ideas, and you'll be able to see all the price action models and such. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, like I've asked everyone else, please don't create any new threads, because we had to purge 99% of the forum because it was hacked. So I had reduced all that stuff down to one specific area where we're currently rebuilding. All of those threads, for those that are wondering, they're gone. And I'm upset because I thought that I could move them to an area where I could work through them slowly and make sure there wasn't anything in there. But when I moved it over, I did this myself. I put it over in an area where it literally takes it completely on the forum. And I've asked them if they could help me pull it back up, and they said it's one and done. So there were some really good threads on there from some of the members from 2016, 2017. and I can't pull them up now. So I'm not only embarrassed, but I'm disheartened by it because I can't pull that information back up. And some of them are really amazing posts, and some of them are really good testimonies and just encouragement to other students. And I just don't have a way of bringing that back up. So just as an update, let you know where we're at. But I will give you the green light go when we can start adding, in other words, allowing you to create your own threads in the forum. That means areas where you start the thread, and it could be a journal area. It could be just a topic you want to, have people join in on. Right now, I'm trying to keep it just one area because I'm moving things around behind the scenes and getting user groups ready. And every time you create a thread, that opens up a Pandora's box where certain members will be able to see it, other members won't be able to see it. So I'm trying to make it so everybody sees everything, because I had so many compartmentalized user groups that could only see this or see that. I have to restructure that. So there's one place in there that you'll be able to talk to on Sunday when you get your charter access. Be respectful. Don't post anything that's vulgar. Don't talk like you're down at the pub at the corner. And just be respectful to everybody else in the community. And I promise you won't have any problems, okay? And with that, folks, please be safe. Have a relaxing weekend. I'm going to do the same. And I'll catch up with you on Monday.